Hey, what's going on, Divine Feminines? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Ayoka, and I'm getting ready to bring you your daily energy update. Okay, you guys? Now, look, check this out. I do have a Divine Feminine squad, so join me over there. It's like a community of sister and brotherhood. Okay, so basically, through the memberships, it gives you the opportunity to connect with me via social media, just to have small talk. We just come together to help each other get through this journey. um what else do you get? I drop exclusive videos in that membership as well. I'm going to be dropping one tonight, so I do drop them every Tuesday. My Divine Masculine has done me the honors of buying me this wonderful camera, so I can go live from my camera onto 5 different networks at once. So I'm excited about getting that set up. I got my selfie cameras, lights, and everything going on. So I'm definitely like, I'm in it to win it, y'all. Okay. So I wanted to do the reading because you guys, I know we're being tested heavily, all of us. Okay, so let's see what this energy is like. And it's a full moon in Cancer, so I know you may or could be a little emotional. I know I have been all day and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. It just came out of nowhere, y'all. So again, through this reading, hopefully we can get some type of clarity, and my spirit team definitely will drop some jewels to help us to keep on ascending on this journey. Okay, y'all, so don't forget, check out the Divine Membership Squad. You can go to my YouTube homepage and just click the join button, and it's going to show you what the perks are. Okay, because I know I didn't discuss all of them, but however, we are all on different timelines. So remember to take only what you need from this video and leave what you don't, okay? And please go in with an open mind. And as I do the reading, I definitely will be giving you all types of information in regards to this journey that will help you to understand it a whole lot better, and that you'll be able to get into alignment with yourself, because really, again, it's about your life purpose. Okay, it's about your mission and your contribution to humanity, and about you surrendering to the divine. All right, y'all, so it's a lot. It's a whole hell of a lot. Okay, this journey is not easy. All right. I'm not gonna do any and say anything else that may discourage you guys, but you already know, and it's something that we all be wanting to say, but we be trying to tough it out, right? We like, oh, we soldiers in the divine's army, so we gonna tough it out. But it gets hard, and it's okay to be transparent. Okay, it's definitely okay to be transparent in what you're feeling, but as long as you are acknowledging those feelings, you're facing it, and you're releasing it, okay, so that you can continue to move forward. Now, let me set my intentions on top of that. So, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my angelic guides, for helping me with this divine feminine reading. Thank you for using me as the messenger, speaking through me loud and clearly. And thank you for protecting us as we go through the spiritual gates to commune with you, and closing the gates to anything not in alignment with the divine's will. Thank you for using me as a messenger, and so it is. I'm laughing because I did this video earlier. I got into about like 8 minutes and I had to stop because my emotions, y'all, were all over the place. I couldn't get through the reading. So I was like, I gotta stop. And the card that came out is the same exact card from earlier. Okay. So, the Queen of Saintly Women. I am in service of divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. Now let me see where my book is at, so I can read it from the book. I know for a fact it's, here we go. It's centered around unconditional love, right? As we're on this journey. And look, I should know the page 52, I think it was. So it's deep, y'all. So it says, in her lifetime, Rabia's embodied a freedom that divine love offers us. If we see her life as a metaphor, I can't get it out, y'all, as a metaphor of the soul's progression, she went from slavery to sainthood by devoting herself to Allah. Her only concern was that the love that she could give to God, her every action was motivated by her devotion to God, and through it, she received the greatest spiritual gift, self-realization. Although it can be very difficult, loving without expectations is a profound spiritual practice. More often, our love for someone is loaded with ideas of who that person needs to be for us. But divine love is unconditional. It's a love that seeks only to love. No hidden agendas, no strings attached. Rabia relates in one of her poems, prayers should be prayers should bring us to an altar where no walls or names exist. Each time we are able to love someone or ourselves without condition to that love, we arrive at the altar within us. We free them in ourselves. We remember what Rabia knew so well, that to love just for the sake of loving lets the divine act through us. So ask yourself, are your current actions motivated by love? Okay, because when it comes to our masculine, sometimes it's hard to love them unconditionally with no strings attached. And really, what we all are seeking at the end of the day is some type of physical union with our person. Okay, so this is, let me tell you, and it even says it in the book, so it's a very difficult journey, especially loving without the expectations. Okay, but this is what the divine is calling us to do at this time. And I feel like we all are being tested in that way of still loving our divine masculines, even though we are not seeing the manifestation of what has been told to us. They're coming in. You guys are going to work together. You're going to have this union. And it's really looking different from what we all have expected, right? But overall, the union is there. It's already there. You guys are already connected. But the way we're envisioning it is a whole lot different than what it actually is. Okay, so your counterpart actually really they trigger you to your own healing just as you do for them. But overall, this whole journey really is about humanity. It has nothing to do with the relationship. It's everything to do with surrendering to the divine. It's about our sainthood. Okay, it says she went from slavery to sainthood by devoting herself to Allah. So no matter who your religious beliefs or your spiritual beliefs are set upon, but it's still about devotion to the divine, and that's what it is. Okay, so it's a profound spiritual practice. This is a love with no hidden agendas and no strings attached. So we're at this point in our journey where we have to detach from the ideas of what we think our masculine should be to us. Okay? This journey is not about that. I know, right? Let me drink some water. I feel like this one's gonna be a nice little talkative one. Let me get some Vaseline for my lips. I sit right underneath of my vent and it drives me out something terribly. But I'm gonna pull from tarot, so we're gonna get ready to see what this card is referencing here. Okay, so the Queen of Saintly Women. So find the confidence with the Strength card coming out in the upright position. This is about you being confident, being strong, standing in your power. Okay, this is infinite. I'm telling you, it just seems like this will be something that's going to be continually going on, and it's going to require your strength regardless. Page of Wands in the reverse position. Okay, because when your masculine cannot put into action some of the things that they're feeling, some of the things that they're thinking, we still have to be inclined, okay, to keep moving forward fearlessly on our journey. Okay, it's still being excited about the possibilities. It's like still keeping that energy going of, they're acting crazy, they're not showing up, they're being rude or whatever, and we're still like, but you know what, I'm still excited about this journey. I'm whatever the divine wants, right? It's surrendering to the divine at the end of the day, not surrendering to the divine masculine or the relationship or the connection. It has nothing to do with them. Queen of Pentacles in a reverse. So something here makes you feel in this energy of maybe not feeling like you are enough with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. I don't even see that as a third party situation. I feel that as this energy of where you may need to start turning more of that love back into yourself. This is a time to nurture yourself, okay? Nurture yourself, build yourself up, because you are generous, you are nurturing, you are a healthy balance, okay? And as you continue on this journey, you're going to be guiding other people. You're going to be showing other people the way and helping them to achieve their goals as well, okay? So that's why it's highly important here that you overcome whatever the challenges that you may be going through at this moment here with the Chariot in the reverse position. You don't want to feel powerless. That's what I connect to that. As you're on this journey requires you to continue to take action and to continue to take control of your life and being ambitious, regardless if your divine masculine has no direction at all. Okay? Thank you. Show me what I need to see. Yep. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Your juice is in the freezer, okay?
Juice?
I got the half and half and your food. Yep, so even when there's a lack of cohesion, you're still in alignment with yourself, okay? So you're still supporting your own self. You're still reciprocating that love back to you, okay? And following your goals, learning your lessons, okay? And it's about your self-respect at the end of the day. This journey is a journey of sainthood. Woo! And it's so funny because I'm just connecting the dots. One of my divine feminine soul tribe sisters, okay, just spoke of this. Like, I was like, it's what I was telling her. I was like, it's like we're called to be nuns. Like, that's what I felt, because I was having my moment. So she is a part of my support system as well as I'm a part of hers. But when she said that, she was like, it's a journey of sainthood. And I'm like, wow, you're right. And then now that I'm reading it here on this card, it's literally saying the same exact thing as what she was saying. It's a journey of sainthood. This is what we're on. Whew, 3 of Wands in the reverse. So even though you're going through whatever the obstacles you may be going through at this moment here, you still have to stay in expansion mode, basically, because you want to be able to see some type of progress to happen in your own personal life and your foundation for the most part. So it's about progress right now, okay? It's about you committing to yourself and to this journey, having something that's lasting regardless of what the obstacles may be. All right, so 8 of Swords in an upright position, you guys. Next to the 2 of Pentacles. So right now I can definitely feel a sense that you may feel like your hands are tied, or you feel like you're stuck or trapped or restricted in some kind of way when it comes to this journey, because it's like you got to make certain decisions here and you really want to be able to go after your wish fulfillment. And I definitely can feel that. I understand it. It's like that's what your focus is. It's like, yeah, I want to be able to have my connection here with my divine masculine, but literally Spirit is saying to us, our connection is with ourselves, with the Queen of Wands in the upright position. Right now it's about divine feminine focusing on that aspect of our lives, our own goals, okay? This is what we're doing. Our 9 cups will be filled, right? Our 10 cups will be filled, but it's like at this time that's not, and we can see the projections and we know, like, Spirit is like, yeah, you know, the end result here could be this, could be that. But if it doesn't happen, will you still trust me? Are you still with the journey? Are you still with it? Have you learned anything? Because you're saying that you are on this twin flame journey. Yeah, but have you learned anything? Are you ready? And these are all of the questions that are being asked. And we're like, yeah. And the tests are just coming and coming and coming. And we like, oh shit, like, I wasn't expecting this. Like, this is just too much. Like, I got to the point, even you guys, where I'm just like, you know what? This is cruel, because it feels like you are literally triggering me or pushing my buttons on purpose. You know, some things that I really felt like I was over. Like, I'm like not affected at all. Like, oh, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, my masculine, me and him are definitely 100% grand. Like, that's my best friend. We work together. We help each other build our own personal legacies. We help each other to heal, even within our own individual projects. We're there. We're intimate. We have the connection, right? I'm good with that. I ain't in no rush with nothing. I'm good. I like I'm a Virgo, y'all. So being able to focus solely on, you know, my craft and my gifts and stuff feels good to me, because work is fun to me. You understand? Like, this is fun to me. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm good. But it's like every video that I kept doing, it just kept telling me about, oh, your masculine is uncertain. Oh, they're just not sure. Oh, that this and it. And then like the last reading today was just like, I'm sick of it. I gotta laugh at myself, and I'm laughing because I'm sharing this with you, but it's real. It's real talk. It's just got to the point where I was like, you know what? I am sick of hearing this message. I don't want to hear it no more. How many more? You gotta just keep beating me down with this message of how uncertain my masculine is about me. That's not fair. That's not fair. You're pushing buttons that don't need to be pushed. But within me, again, with my sister friend, who basically says there's some abandonment issues that's on a deep level. And I'm like, oh, you're right. Because what I did, I began to do, I started to detach. And I'm good for detaching. Shit, like I said, I'm a Virgo. I can go a hermit all day long. I can detach like a mug and be like, dude. But in that, what I end up doing is I end up detaching, but it's because I'm avoiding, if that makes sense. So detaching is easier for me, and it helps me to avoid what possibly could happen. You understand? So it's like, because I know, okay, since I know that, you know, my person has all this love for me, and the bond is tight, we're good, but it's still that energy there, like, yeah, but it's a possibility that things could repeat itself. Because I've been through these cycles, not only just with my twin, but also with my karmic over and over again, and, you know, my dad, things like that. So it's like, it's still there. It's on me, like, you know, if it happens, I'm already emotionally detached, so I won't be affected if they abandon me again. You know, so I just start to detach. But that isn't always the healthy way. So where I'm feeling like, oh, yeah, Spirit is saying, let go, detach, okay, I got you, I can do that. But also in that, I wasn't facing something, and yeah, I got triggered. It triggered me, and it was intentional. So I do know that my spirit team did it intentionally. I'm still a little like, you know what, that's real up, but I know it's necessary, because why? We're on a journey of sainthood, and it's about loving our divine counterparts unconditionally, without the strings attached. Okay? Without those expectations. Even when you think you have said, I've released myself from those expectations in my person, and I'm just on this journey, and we on this thing to help each other to build our legacies, so that we can be the best goddamn people out here shining in the world, as we do as light workers, right? I know. I gotta inhale my damn self to exhale. So let me see something here. I'm pulling straight from Goddess decks. Okay, so this one is the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, and I'm definitely going with my African Goddess Rising deck next. So here you go, so y'all can see it, and then I'll be jumping into that one. Show me what I need to see here for my Divine Feminines. Start delegating, y'all. So you're gonna have to start asking others, including your angelic team, to help you, instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Okay, so somebody out there is definitely trying to be everything to everyone. So let me see something. I know about the delegating stuff. I used to do it all the time, y'all, where I wouldn't, and I just try to do everything on my own, and literally was falling apart, y'all. Because I do juggle. I have a lot on my plate. I run several businesses. I am also a full-time professor. On top of my co-host is texting me now because we're supposed to go on live at 9 o'clock tonight for our XTY show. So I do get it. So I broke down and I ended up hiring my used to be my shampoo tech and is also my twin's daughter. So she works with me and she helps me to get my life in order. So she is my executive assistant. That's what I'm gonna call her, executive assistant, and helping me to keep my life in order. Okay, so yeah, even if you can't hire somebody, you can still ask for help in certain areas from your angelic team and people who you know and trust. So let me see something. I'm trying to find Green Tower. I don't know why she ain't pop. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Don't you have me gotta do that like I'm retarded? Here we go. It says, when you feel resentment in your heart because you're carrying more than you share, you're doing no favors for anyone, including yourself. You need to ask for help to ensure that you have private time for contemplation and rest. One of the reasons why I'm able to sit so peacefully is that I know the secret of true productivity. It doesn't come through struggle or strife. Rather, it comes from a clear and focused mind that's unchallenged by indecisiveness. You see, making decisions is the shortest route to triumph. Once you make up your mind, the rest follows quite naturally. I therefore urge you to sit quietly and follow the footsteps of your mind. Be open to your heart's meanderings. They will quietly lead you to make your important decisions, and the rest will fall into place. So don't try to be a superwoman or a superman, basically. Okay? So give your children chores, ask your partner for help, accept assistance as it is offered to you, release the guilt or the belief that it is weak to ask for help. Be a team player. This is something here that I feel like you and your masculine both mirror off to each other. Because, of course, the masculines are always juggling, right? 22 was on the clock just now. I couldn't get it out. But tell me about Green Terror. Look at that. King of Swords energy. It's time for you to start delegating. All right? That's what I see. The King of Swords is going to delegate. Be very clear in your thinking, and it requires you to be in that energy here so that, because you're a role model, straight like that. You're a mentor. You are a teacher. We are everything. Just put it that way. We're students too, constantly learning. And in order for you to be able to see the progress here in your life, you're going to have to be in that King of Swords energy. Okay? Because that's in the reverse position. When you got too much on your plate, you start to become frustrated, and you start to notice obstacles coming or delays. It feels like you don't have any structure, and all. So right now you're creating a stable foundation for yourself. So this next stage is calling for you to start delegating. Okay. Let me see something. Yeah, that seems to be it coming off of that card. All right. Thank you. My divine feminines. Soul forgiveness. This card keeps coming out. Okay, so it's something here. It's something here that you need to, it's who do you need to forgive? Let it go and reclaim yourself. Forgiveness is a gift of freedom for you, from you. You can't rush forgiveness. You have to feel it to heal it. Feel the pain, the hurt, the grief, the rage, and despair. Take time with your heart. Forgiveness is a higher vibration frequency than the pain you must allow yourself to feel. Unforgiveness colors your world with lack, mistrust, and resentment. You start to see everything through victim-colored glasses. But forgiveness does not have to include reconciliation. Start with self-forgiveness. Say it out loud. I forgive myself with love. and declare, I forgive and free myself. I forgive and free others. Okay, so tell me about the soul forgiveness card. What's here that my divine feminines need to release? Some of you, ooh, look at that. Y'all seen that? I don't even know. Hold on. I hope I grabbed all of them, but I was getting ready to say that some of the masculines have children or just had babies. Okay, and that's what's coming out. The Queen of Wands in the reverse here next to the Eight of Swords. A lot of what you're feeling restricted because of what's happening in the karmic situation. It makes you feel like you're trapped, literally, like your hands are tied, like it's nothing you can do. You can't interfere with that situation because it's children involved. And I only say that because I see these little babies on this card. Okay, so it's something there that's tied to that you may need to release. Okay, you got to face something, face your fears and your truth when it comes to that situation, if that's the case for you. All right, now let me see what else comes out, because that might not be everybody's story, but I know that's just something that's heavily on my mind. Tell me what I need to see. That'll also help you to close out this cycle here, because we're already in this new cycle, but we're still carrying some stuff from the old one. Okay, yeah. So release the anxiety. The moon is in a reverse, or get clear. It's time for you to gain some type of clarity here over what really is bothering you, because the everything is fine card is here. Like, you could be seriously like, I'm good, but you're not. It's still some deep wounds there. Go deeper. And I mean, I can attest to this, and I can say it. I do have this sense of me in me where, yes, I may feel like, okay, I've been through this situation before. This is not the first time it has happened with my masculine, and the first time this is what happened, and this is possibly what could happen again. And is it a deep wound? I could say right now that deep wound is healing. I can say that, but it is still something there, again, that I suppress, or I repress, or I try to just act like it's just not there so I can continue to move forward here. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys, I'm just in this space where I'm ready to work on my manifestations, and that's it. I don't want to be held back any longer by the things that no longer serve me. And I face the mirror all the time, but I can see that, it could be something here that I may be still pushing deep down inside, and it's a fear of, and it's not even a fear, y'all. It's just that I don't want to, if it happens, and of course the way that it is appearing in our 3D with all of our masculines, it almost looks as if, this is a possibility that this may be what's about to happen again. And so now we're all preparing ourselves to deal with it, to handle it. It's like there's not so much emotion behind it anymore. We're taking it. It's like we're taking these punches, and we're now becoming, it's this feeling of now you're starting to become kind of numb, because now it's getting old. It's like, this shit is old. We got to do this again. Like, I got to go through this again. Like, why? Like, this doesn't make sense. Didn't we do this already? So it's one of those feelings where you start to like build up this wall, almost kind of like to guard yourself, right, from the hurt. But really, it's like you have to reconcile whatever that difference is within yourself, with the Five of Wands here in the reverse position. And you guys, some of you have definitely already connected back to each other and reconciled, but it's like, even though you have, it's still that internal conflict that could be still lingering. Okay, so at this moment, my spirit team, what is it? What's the lesson out of all of this for my divine feminines? So you can grow from this. This is the one that stands out with the wise one. And then I got traitor. So basically, yeah, it's about you exchanging energy to create abundance here at this time. So basically, everything that you're learning right now at this point is about you taking them lessons, and now you're helping the next person. Even if it's something here that you're gifted and talented at, it's about you taking those gifts and your talents and your resources, and you exchanging that energy with other people here to keep putting back into the universe. Okay, so let me pull out my book so I can read what the trader is. And since that's the first card that came out, I'll start with that one. But the trader says, trying to get through it without me having to look in the index, but oh, that's saying it looks like I may have to. It says, make connections and exchange information, talents, or support. And that's what I feel like it is. This is the time right now where we have to make these connections with each other, or even with other people, but people who understand what you're doing, okay? And people who don't operate from their ego. It has to be coming, advice and everything coming from the divine if you're looking for a support system, okay? But the universe operates under the law of cause and effect, and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So if you're lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you're being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open and honest and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks, and months. This is going to be a time where we're going to have to support each other, okay, while we're on this journey. This is the point of the videos and the point of the Divine Feminine Membership Squad. I said that wrong. Of the Divine Feminine Squad, okay, membership packages that I have. But you can grow within your situation. Just be reliable and committed. Be open to wisdom and insight from your elders. Keep persevering. Keep working on what you are working on, because it's going to be extremely beneficial for you in the long run, okay? Grow within this situation. This is a part of our spiritual experiences. Now, I'm going to pull from my moment in truth deck. So if we can just get a little update of what's happening here with the masculines. I don't want it to be centered around that, but just to get some clarity of what's going on in their world. I did do a Divine Masculine Confessions that's posted on my YouTube probably a couple of days ago, if I'm not mistaken. It could have been Monday or Sunday, one of those days. Thank you. Show me what I need to see here. Focusing on their money. And they are, some of the masculines are focusing on building their money for retirement, long term. I'm hearing learning stocks, trading, new careers. Yep, same energy coming through. I'm confused. They're confused. So the best thing to do right now is for them to focus on their money, okay, their foundation. Let's see. I'm hearing some masculines may be going to school, taking up different vocational studies. Somebody's masculine, somebody's karmic is making your masculine block them. I said it wrong. I flipped it. Somebody's karmic is making your masculine block you. Okay, so if you're not hearing from your masculine, or you can't get through to them, it's because you're blocked. I want to marry you. Anything else? It's so weird. It's like they're confused, but then it's like, I want to marry you. Like, well, what are you confused about, right? This, that's way too many cards. Do I want to take these cards? That was a lot of cards, Spirit. I got stalking. So the divine, the karmic is stalking the divine feminine and masculine. Your masculine, they don't want to keep you no secret. They may even have already started talking about you, or it's already been exposed, is what I just heard. They have a very codependent karmic, and the karmic does have access to the divine masculine social media that has been coming out heavily. Then I want to fix this. So whatever may have happened between you two, if you are not in communication and talking, they want to fix it. It says, I care too much what others think right now. So they're worried about what other people may be thinking. And I feel like it's about the karmic. But I'm going to pull and see what that energy is about. Hold on one second. What are they confused about? My spirit team is going to make me confront this question because it's been coming out. Literally, I have not read today because I'm like, I don't want to hear about it no more. All right, we get it. They're confused. Why do you want to make me keep telling this story? Tell me about it. What are they confused about? If they should offer you this Ace of Pentacles upright. They're hesitant. They don't want to put all that eggs in one basket because they're afraid that things could fall through, that it may not work. What I'm hearing is that they're thinking this based off of previous experiences. Four of Wands. And what I was thinking, and this is kind of like going along with the message, I feel like somebody's masculine ether was married before and it failed. And they end up being burdened. They were in some type of commitment at one time. Ten of Wands comes up at, it may not even have been one time. It could have been a couple of times. Okay, they got into a commitment and they ended up being burdened with responsibilities and all types of stuff. Grief, heartache, pain, whatever. It's like they're carrying the weight on their shoulders from these previous situations, and that's why they're confused if they should do it. Okay, they may come across very defensive and all when it comes to this aspect, right? Or executing the idea or even communicating it is what I'm hearing. And I'm also hearing that somebody's masculine may have even proposed to someone at one time, brought a ring and all, and it fell through. Okay, and that left a major, that was deep, whatever I felt. But that left a major stain on their heart. Okay, and it's like they want to be able to come together with you to have those moments to celebrate something really serious, which would be marriage or commitment. But that's why they're confused. They're weighed down. This is why they're delaying it. They're weighed down by the grief and the pain that they once experienced. Conflict. Five of Wands. And they're delaying it because they know that, okay, once I make this step, it's going to create all types of conflict. It's already conflict going on. And your masculine is not okay. Keep saying they fine. Everything is fine. They're not okay. If you're in communication with your masculine, they may even be talking to you in same old energy, but deep down inside, they are definitely disconnected. Tell me about I am making him block you. Nine of Wands in the reverse position. Tell me more about that. Your masculine is being real stubborn when it comes to this. It's almost like they're refusing to do it, but this karmic is like forcing them to do it. Ace of Pentacles here in a reverse position. Yeah, they're hesitant. They're hesitant about it, but Six of Cups comes out in a reverse too. So the restrictions is literally coming because of this situation. It's because of the fact of, again, that they be so stuck in their ego because of past situations, and that's what they keep dwelling on, those past situations and how things may have unfolded. So it's like, this is what's restricting them. So they like at this point now where I feel like they may be shutting down whoever masculine or this belongs to you. They may be shutting down at this point right here because of that. It's like that. I don't know, but I feel like, I know they're being defensive, but it also feels like, you know how you just shut down? It's almost like I give up. It's like I keep fighting and I'm not winning. It's like I'm fighting for nothing. We arguing, we're doing all of this and nothing's happening. Okay, I'm losing still, right? The Magician here in the reverse position, I'm feeling like they feel powerless against this, of things even getting better, because this is in the reverse. So everything that's going on or transpiring between them and that karmic, it's like, it's toxic. They saying some words and they look, I just heard they throwing some blows. Yeah, they may even be fighting. And your masculine is really trying to control their emotions, coming in with the Emperor in the upright position. They may be coming across like they're feeling like they got this under control, right? And they're hiding their emotions about it. But at this point right now, that's what I'm feeling like. It's like that feeling of, I'm tired. I keep trying to face this adversity, and this person won't back down. This karmic won't back down, and they in it to win it. It's like, nah, I'm in it to win it. I'm trying to obliterate you into submission is what I'm hearing. Wow, I want to marry you. It's not funny, but sometimes you got to laugh to keep from crying, because these motherfuckers is toxic, y'all. Tell me about I want to marry you. Yep, that's it. They want to marry you, but they're burdened. Same cards. 4 of Wands, 10 of Wands. They want to rush in and come to you. Tell me about the 10 of Wands. Tell me about the 10 of Wands. Yep. Death card in the reverse position next to the 8 of Wands in the upright position. They have too many negative emotional patterns here that they are not releasing. They're fearing change, and that's where the stagnancy comes in. They're fearing that they're going to repeat patterns because of how burdened they are. It's like they want to communicate, they want to rush in, but they're fearing. They're not allowing things to end. Certain phases in their life. I just seen the 4 of Pentacles and it didn't come out. So they're holding on too tightly to the past, to things that no longer serve them. Instead of them allowing this situation to transform, they're resisting it. Yep, they're resisting it. It's like they're hurting themselves in the long run. But yeah, when it comes to the world, all these are in the reverse. The Hermit and the 6 of Swords. It's like they're not going through the transition. They're not leaving behind what no longer serves them, taking that time to really just do the soul searching for real onto how they're going to obtain their goals, whatever it is that they want to achieve. And they definitely are missing something. They feel incomplete. Because again, remember, you hold the last pentacle. So no matter what they do, you still got the last pentacle. The partnership would make the 10 of Pentacles. That makes the power couple. Tell me about I care too much what others think right now. What is that referencing? Yeah, because if they go and they choose their happiness, 4 of Cups in the reverse, and things begin to get better with the 5 of Pentacles here, the difficult times begin to come to an end here. Wow. Then I got my Knight of Pentacles in the reverse position. So let me pull and see what comes out next after that. People are going to start to think that they're unreliable. Or this karmic may think that they're unreliable. Why is that? Because it's almost as if they're trying to appear to these karmics as, again, like they're the emperor, like they're stable, like they're disciplined. Yep, and if they come in here to you, and offer you that Ace of Pentacles, which it look like, you know, you're looking at it. But if they come and offer you that Ace of Pentacles, the endings that it's going to cause, look at that, the Ace of Cups. They come and they offer you that love. It's going to cause a heap of drama. And right now, it's like, that's where the stagnation begins to come in at. Instead of the difficult times coming to an end in their life, they're going to hit hard times again. That's why they're refusing to make the decisions. Because this ain't something where you're going to want, I definitely hear it like, you like, I'm not going to be your best kept secret around this mug, right? I'm not tiptoeing around no karmics. Yep, Page of Pentacles in the reverse position. Yeah, they wanna do it. They wanna explore it, but they scared. It's like they're not ready to manifest it because they're worried. They're worried about if it's gonna be successful. Will they succeed at this? Look, karmic come through, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Shoot, some of them may be even worried like, shit, can I stay committed? I'm definitely hearing somebody's masculine or look, all of them may get distracted by the new shiny things, okay? You know, lack that commitment. They have commitment issues. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. That karmic is jealous and demanding and will create trouble. That Queen of Wands in reverse will create trouble. They're troublemakers. Yep. Four of Wands. They purposely cause trouble. They will create trouble in your marriage, in your relationship, if they come through. And that's why they haven't made a decision with the Moon in the reverse. That's what they're uncertain about, because they know if they do it, it's going to create some drama. They're not at the point here where they just don't give a fuck. I already know. I'm going to rattle some excuse my French, I don't know who energy coming through me, but I already know I will rattle some feathers, but I don't care. Why? Because I don't care about appeasing their feelings, but that's because I'm over that situation. I have healed. But this is still new for them. So everybody has to go through a process. At one time before, when I started messing with my twin, yeah, I was very scared. So it was just like, I don't know. I don't want it to get out. Like, oh, snap, they're here. Shh. You understand? Like, and I wasn't even dealing with y'all, okay? But I still had a lot of fear behind that because of how toxic and crazy my ex-husband is, okay? So a lot of that was just based off of that. I was not trying to start no trouble because I already know how he rolls. So it's just like, let's try to keep this under wraps because he gonna bring the heat, and I don't feel like none of that. And it used to bother him back then. So he felt like the connection was going to be really unstable because I would be so fearful. And he's like, why are you scared? Like you don't know my ex-husband. He's crazy. crazy. Okay, so yeah, I do when I start to really think about it in my own personal experiences, I understand. I'm understanding a lot more. So I'm thankful. That's when I'm like, y'all, just really go within and you start to think and go over this. Your spirit team, your intuition and all is going to be popping. So like now it's coming through like, oh, okay, it makes sense now. Because remember I told you earlier, that was pissing me off. Like, confused about what? Yeah, I was too at one time. Definitely. Tell me about the stalking card. And now because I'm clear. Yeah, so yeah, they're feeling powerless. So they're stalking you because of the argument that they had with the masculines. Okay, so I'm even hearing they trying to find some other kind of way to manipulate too. Yep, that's what it is. 10 of Cups in the reverse position because the masculine is feeling disconnected from them. Instead of them communicating and saying what they gotta say, they just gonna keep stalking. You know, that's crazy. They want to keep being in this 7 of Swords energy, thinking of some type of tactic here to manipulate or to come up with some type of BS. Page of Swords. To come across so they can have something to be like, yeah, because You know how they do. I seen this. Let me try to find some evidence to build a case so I can argue. That's just the reason why they stalking. That's crazy. It's so funny. I know, because I used to be like that too. What you say? I bust the windows out your car. That was with my karmic though. I'm telling you, I was about to tell y'all a story. I think that might be too much. My divine masculine be like, "Ben, you saying too much." About to tell a story about his karmic. But look, check this out. So DM no longer wants to keep the divine feminine a secret. Let's talk. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, because the world, you complete them. Come on, you a part of their milestones, man. They want to marry you. Does the karmic know about, yep. So the karmics do know that they are being juggled. What's up with the codependent karmic? Yeah, they just really want the masculine to keep giving to them. That's it. They're depending on them to keep giving to them, whether it's energy, whether it's money, whether it's time, whatever it is. Okay? And they keep focusing here on what they lost. And they're literally like probably sad and grieving and crying and probably keep calling them like, ain't nobody else gonna want me, I just said this and we're supposed to do this and da-da-da-da-da-da. You know that shit, right? The 5 of Cups, right? So instead of them walking away and going towards what serves them, they want to keep staying here. And what's that saying? Misery loves company. You're gonna sit here with me and be low vibrational together. Okay? Page of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. They don't want the masculines to start anything new. They want them to stay in their ego. Yep, I'm not even going to look at those other ones because we already know what they're looking for and why they stalking. So they're on the social. They either have their password words is what I'm hearing to get into their social media, or they just maybe, you know how like shit on my iPad you can automatically go in it and see it. It's just there. On my computer you can click on it and bam, there go my Facebook, my social media accounts are open. Is what I'm hearing. So they just pretty much just kind of like watching and observing and trying to get some scoop. So let's end this with Mystic Bees, Twin Flames, and Conversations. Tapping into your masculine 5D self. Stress is when the soul is screaming, but the flesh won't listen. Please don't mess this up for us. This is not the end. We will cross paths again someday. You already know it, divine family. You like, you ain't going nowhere. I already know it. Want you to, but God, look, the union card keep coming out. And I can't stand the thoughts of you with anyone else. Tell me about the union card. And that may be that same thing, is that they want to marry you, but you guys already have a union. You have that 5D connection. This is a spiritual divine connection. You're already in union with your masculine, okay? So no matter if you're in separation, no matter if you live in 2 different states, you guys are still one. There's nothing that can separate the two but the divine. Yep, and this is going to be a part of your new beginning. The Sun card up in an upright position, because you are your masculine's happiness, and they feel like they are missing something. Okay, they don't feel complete. They feel empty without you. They're hesitant again, but otherwise it's like that feeling that they feel like they're missing. That's what brings them back in. When that energy when you start pulling back your energy, they start to come back in, because the energy is strong between the twins. And once you take it away, it's like you're their life support. They can't breathe, right? It's the same way with you, what you feel when they run from the connection. It was something I had a thought. Yeah, because you're the Empress. It's like it's your energy. It's your energy that pulls them back in. You're their happiness. They're content with you. They're emotionally balanced with you. And they know it. They know it. Knight of Cups in an upright position. Temperance card. And real talk, what they want to do is they want to come in and tell you how much. They want to be able to follow their heart. They want to be able to make these decisions based off of their heart and what they feel rather than what they think. Okay, and what I'm seeing here is still behind the scenes, you got cosmic powers that are working together for the good of you all. That energetic pull between each other, those thoughts and those feelings, that's coming from your angelic team. Their mission, and why we are assigned them on our twin flame journey, is to bring the twins together. So they're going to constantly keep dropping intuitively those feelings, right? The dreams, all of that. Y'all being able to connect to each other through telepathy. It's like you're going to always constantly get those downloads because that's what your team is there for. Y'all have a purpose, and the purpose is about humanity. So you got to fulfill that soul contract. And when they're done, they'll come in as the Emperor. But you have to be patient. Don't be so overly emotional, divine family. Be patient. Behind the scenes, they're working on everything from the karmic situation to the falling outs that you guys may be having to the separations, the disconnect, all of that. Stay happy and excited about the possibilities, you guys. I just want to use these cards because they're new. Yep, you're like their anchor anyway. Okay. The cross. And when I feel with that, and I'm going to look that up, it's almost like, are you trying to carry the cross for them and you can't? This part of the, look, I was about to say this part of the chapter, because that's what the freaking feel like, is about them. Let me see something, y'all. It's like they got to do it themselves. It's nothing you can do. Only thing that you can do right now is step back and keep focusing on you. It's nothing you can do. Let's see. You can set your intentions. You can pray. You can love on you. That's about it. You can't fight this battle for them. Yep, this is the cross. And it says here, yeah, is burden, is misery, difficult times, worries, suffering, things of that nature, being tested. That's what I see. You're being tested. How anchored are you on this journey? Okay, the cross can also represent religion and beliefs. When usually people turn to religion when they're in trouble, like in times of trouble, what you do, you turn to God real quick, right? And that's what you're supposed to do. So on this journey, we're always running to the divine for the most part. And how anchored are you in that? This is about stability, longevity, routine, being grounded, determination, things of that. How anchored are you in that during times of trouble? And even coming in with the divine feminine, or I don't know, we're going to see who it represents in the book. A woman. Well-dressed woman in red. Woman, feminine, creative, sensitivity, receptive. Yeah. So this is about going beyond the threshold, basically. You got to go beyond the threshold when it comes to this. This is about your sainthood, divine feminine. Whew. It's like we're being trained to be modern day preachers. Or what is the other thing that they call it with the Catholics? Shoot, I don't know why. And I went to Catholic school for daggone 8 years. And I can't think of it. The Pope. Show me what I need to see then. Yeah. So when it's an injustice being done, that's just basically about it. What it's about, you staying in your sainthood. That's it. You running to the divine in times of trouble. You staying anchored on your spiritual path and your journey here. Yep. Staying balanced with that Queen of Pentacles energy. King of Wands. You still pursuing your goals, regardless of the challenges. Okay, regardless of the stagnancy with the 8 of Wands in the reverse, regardless of the delays, the misunderstandings, the miscommunication, you still realizing here that you got the freedom to keep continually to move forward with your plans, that the universe is still going to propel you forward. And I'm talking about fast, regardless of what's happening in your story around you, that you're good and you're supported here. Okay, that progress is constant. The universe is always in the flow. Okay, so you're always going to be connected in that aspect, as long as you stay in that constant flow, as long as you stay present, as long as you keep allowing things to unfold naturally here in your story. Everything is going to be fine. Okay, so is there anything else, my spirit team, that you want me to touch bases on? I definitely know I feel like I have learned a great deal tonight, and I needed the message, y'all. So I hope you guys have can connect. Okay, I'm getting ready to drop a personal reading in my Divine Feminine Squad's membership now, and that one will, you know, if you're a part of that group, that one will be exactly for you guys. Okay, so that's a little bit more personal. All right, so we're going to see what comes out for that. So if you are a part of that membership, make sure you remember to check the community board to see when I drop it. Okay, it won't alert you, I don't think. If it does, y'all, let me know if it's alerting y'all. I did drop a pick a card in there today for you too as well, but I don't know how you guys are able to access it. I just remember YouTube contacting me and saying that you guys have to check the community board in order to see when I drop or post for you guys there. Okay, so I'm getting ready to go. I have held y'all for over an hour, and I definitely appreciate y'all staying in. How can I say it? I appreciate y'all staying connected this long, okay? Because I know sometimes my attention span be like, shoot. I can't. It's hard for me to listen for an hour. It may take me having to break it down and come back and stuff like that. But I do definitely appreciate you guys and all of your support. Man, the comments and all of the stuff that y'all reaching out to me and everything that y'all have been saying has been very inspiring to me. Like even today, it just felt like one of those days where it was like, I don't want to do nothing. And I go and I open up an email and I'm reading it for someone that I read for personally that's part of the collective, and what she said to me really helped me a whole lot to be able to want to keep going and pushing forward in this journey. And it's like, you guys, that's what I'm telling you, I'm going through my story too as well, and everything that I'm learning, I'm just bringing it back to you guys. But I also am on this journey too, so I'm experiencing what you guys are experiencing, even if it's not at the same time. I am still going through it in some kind of way too as well, you guys. And being able to have you guys a part of my soul tribe is awesome. So I just want to continue to thank you for all of your support, you guys. I love you all, and God bless. Peace.